Good morning, children. We are with the second chapter, parallel lines. We have learned some theorems in it, and I also told you the three important points that you should remember the moment you hear parallel lines: corresponding angles, alternate angles, and interior angles. How can we prove the given lines are parallel lines? Only by using these three tests, that is corresponding. Either we have to show that corresponding angles are congruent, or you have to show alternate angles are congruent, or interior angles are supplementary. Now we have come to the last part of it, that is the problem set. Remaining we have solved. I had told you to study also. Now we will go to problem set 2, question number 2. Ray PQ and ray P are perpendicular to each other. I read again. Ray PQ and ray PR are perpendicular to each other. You have two rays over there. Ray PQ and PR. What is the speciality of them? They are perpendicular to each other. Both have a common point as P. So one is PQ, other one is PR. They are perpendicular, means this is 90 degree. Okay. Point B and A are in the interior and exterior. Point B. So B is in the interior and you have A in the exterior. A is in the exterior. Now where do I have A? They are given one more property over there. Ray PB, that is this ray, if I draw like this, ray PB, okay, and ray PA are perpendicular to each other. Now to draw perpendicular, it will be like this. So A is over here. Now PB and PR also is perpendicular. Okay, this is how you draw the diagram. First you are asked to draw the diagram. Now answer the questions. A pair of complementary angles. Complementary angles give you 90 degree. So you have to check out which are the two angles which give you 90 degree. You have to write a pair over there. Sum of the angles 90 degree, then they are called as complementary. Now these two angles give you 90 degree. These two also gives you 90 degree. So you can write any one pair over there. A pair of supplementary angle. Supplementary angle gives you 180 degree. So anyway there should be 180 degree. Which can be 180 degree? Are they supplementary angle? Check out. Okay, which can give you 180 degree. A pair of congruent angle. Congruent means what? Equal. Check out and see which are the congruent. Is this told you that this is 45 degree, this is 45 degree? Don't make the mistake. You are only told these are perpendicular. That is a clear measures given to you. So you can solve it, I suppose. Okay. We go for the next one. That is question number 3. What is question number 3? Read the question. Prove that if a line is perpendicular to one of the two parallel lines, if one line is perpendicular to two parallel lines. So what you have first is two parallel lines. You have two lines which are parallel. I am naming them as L and M. These are parallel. Okay. Then line is perpendicular. And you have a line which is perpendicular. Suppose this line is M. And this is perpendicular to 1. That means I am giving it as 90 degree. Okay. Then it is perpendicular to the other line also. You have to prove that this also is 90 degree. It is not given to you, but you have to mention that this also is 90 degree. How do you check that whether that also is 90 degree? Okay. You are told that this is 90 degree. What is told to you? These lines are parallel. So you have line L parallel to line M. Line L and M are parallel. Suppose I name this as A and this is angle B. What can you say about angle A and B? Line L and M are parallel. The lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. Means A is equal to B. Reason? Corresponding angles. Now, what do you know about angle A? Angle A is equal to 90 degree. It is given to you. A is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, B also is equal to 90 degree since A is equal to B. Therefore, this angle also is 90 degree. Means what? Line is perpendicular to this line. So therefore, we can say that line N perpendicular to line M. Please copy it. We go for next question. Question number 4. In the figure 2.24, measure of some angles are shown. Using the measures, find the measure of angle X and Y. Hence, show that the line L parallel to line M. You have two lines given to you over there. Okay. You have line L and line M. You have a transversal. This is 130 degree and this is given to you as X. So what can you say about X? This is 50 degree and this is your Y. Okay. What can you say about X? If this is 130 degree, X also is equal to 130 degree. Reason? Vertically opposite angle. If this is 50 degree, Y also is equal to 50 degree. Reason? Vertically opposite angle. Now what do you have to show? You have found X and Y. Okay. Now what have you to find? Show that these two lines are parallel. To show any given lines are parallel, I said we have only three tests corresponding interior and alternate angles. Now which one is marked over here? The marked one is interior angles. Okay. Or you can also find out this as, how much will this be? 130 degree. Why? This is a linear pair, so you get this as 130 degree. These are exterior angles, so you can prove it. Better than that, since this is given to you, add these two, so you will get X, that is 130 degree plus 50 degree. How much are you getting? 180 degree. And what type of angles are these? These are interior angles, and you are getting interior angles are supplementary. Therefore, line L and line M are parallel. Now, how do you write the steps for it? You have to name you can either name this as A, this as B. This is already mentioned. Okay, so you can write as B is equal to X, vertically opposite. Therefore, X is equal to 130. You can write Y is equal to A, vertically opposite. But if you are mentioning this as A, you have to write that in the diagram. Okay. Please copy it. And then what you have to say, once you finish writing this, you have to write X plus A is equal to 130 plus 150, that is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, line L, M are parallel. Reason? Interior angle test. Okay. Please copy. Okay, we'll go for the next question. Question number 5. I have drawn the diagram. Line AB parallel to line CD, parallel to line EF. AB parallel to CD, parallel to EF. All the lines are parallel. Transversal is QP. Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. And Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. What have you to find out? Find the measure of angle X. You have to find how much is this angle. That is angle X. How do we find out? Okay. Now, we are told that all these lines are parallel. That means AB is parallel to EF. This is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. Therefore, this is parallel to this. Okay. Now, AB is parallel to EF. You forget about this line. Look at this. AB and EF. This is their transversal. So, what can you say about X and Z? You can say that since line AB parallel to line EF, we have X is equal to Z. First equation. What is the reason? They are alternate angles. X is equal to Z. Okay. Now, what can you say about X plus Y? Now, AB is parallel to CD. Line AB parallel to line CD. Therefore, what can you say plus X plus Y? X plus Y is equal to 180 degree. Reason? Interior angles. Now x plus y is equal to 180. X is equal to z. So I can replace it as z plus y is equal to 180 degree. Put as equation 2 and why? Because x is equal to z. Okay. X plus y is equal to 180. Now look at what is given to us. Y is to z is equal to 3 is to 7. This is given in the ratio form. Means there is some common multiple. So we will consider, let y is equal to 3a. We consider a as a common multiple. Okay. And z is equal to 7a. Now z plus y is equal to 180. What is my y now? 3a. Z is 7a. So substitute in this, I will be getting 7a plus 3a is equal to 180. 7 plus 3, 10a is equal to 180. Therefore, 10a is equal to 180. Therefore, a is equal to how much? A is equal to 18 degree. This is my a. If a is equal to 18, how much will y be? Y is equal to 3a. That is 3 into 18 degree. Find out. How much is my z? Z is 7a. That is 7 into 18 degree. Find out how much. What are we supposed to find out? X. Now x is equal to z from 1. Therefore x is equal to whatever you get for z over here, that is the same as x. Okay. Please copy. Okay. Question number 6. In figure 2.26, if line Q parallel to line R, please look into your book. Q parallel to R, P is their transversal, A is equal to 80, find the value of F and G. Not only F and G, you can find all the values A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And you will be finding it. Please write the reason. How do you write it? You will write that A plus B 180 degree. Reason, linear pair. Therefore, B is equal to. So, every first line should be the reason. What is the relation between the two angles? Suppose you are considering A and B. First line, what is the relation? Then B is equal to. If you are considering A and D, you will write A, D, reason, and then you will be writing their value. Similarly, you find out all that. Okay. I suppose that is clear to everyone. Okay. We'll go for question number 7. In figure 2.27, line AB parallel to, I have drawn it. Line AB, this is your AB parallel to this. This is parallel to this. Okay, look at it properly. AB parallel to PF, BC parallel to ED. Now, since AB is parallel to CF, okay, what is asked to you? What is the question asked to you? You have to show that angle ABC, that is this angle, equal to angle FDE. You have to show that these two angles are equal. That is the question. You are told that these two lines are parallel, these two lines are parallel. Now what you have to show? This angle is equal to this angle. I am naming this angle as A and let this be my B. I have to show that A is equal to B. Okay. Now, since AB is parallel to, what can I say about this? Suppose I name this as C. Okay. What can I say about A and C? AB is parallel to PF. AB is parallel to this line. This is my transversal. So what can I say about A and C? Since these two lines are parallel, therefore I can say that you will be writing it AB parallel to line CF. Next line, therefore A is equal to C. First equation, reason, alternate angles. Okay. Next, you also know that BC is parallel to ED. BC is parallel to ED. This is the transversal. Can you say about C and B? Therefore, C is equal to B. Second equation. Reason, what type of angles they are? Corresponding angles. Now look at equation 1 and 2. I have A is equal to C is equal to B from 1 and 2. Therefore, what can I conclude? A is equal to B. Well, now what is A is A and B? Angle A, B, C is equal to angle E, D, F. This is what is asked. Suppose this is clear to you. These two lines are parallel. Therefore, these two angles are equal. Alternate angle. These two lines are parallel. Therefore, these two angles are equal. Corresponding angles. Therefore, this is equal to this. This is equal to this. Therefore, this is equal to this. Please write the steps properly. Okay. The next question. Question number 8. Figure 2.28. I have drawn everything. Okay. Now, what is given to us? If ray QX, QY, RX, RY, QX, QY, RX, RY, these are angle bisectors, means they bisect the angle into equal parts. That's the reason I put, since this is an angle bisector, I put this is Y, this is Y. Since this is an angle bisector, I put this is X, this is X. This also is an angle bisector, A, I put this as B, B. That is what I have added into the diagram. Okay. So please write that. Why did we write it? Now, what do we have to prove? We have to show that this quadrilateral is a rectangle. Now, how do we prove it? We prove that this is a rectangle by saying that all the angles are 90 degree. Because in a rectangle, all the angles are right angles. All the angles are 90 degree. So we prove that all these angles are 90 degree. Therefore, we get this as a rectangle. Now, how do we go about? We know that AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD. Look at AB and CD. What can I say about these angles? AB and CD. What can I say about this angle? These are interior angles. What is the measure here? 2x plus 2a equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? We will be writing the reason, interior angles. Okay, interior angle. Now 2x plus 2a is equal to 180 degree. Take the 2 common. Now what remains over there? X plus a is equal to 90 degree. The 2 taken common will get cancelled with 180 and you will have 90 degree. Now what is 90 degree? X and a is 90 degree. In the next step, we will consider this triangle. Now look at this triangle. Keep in mind, what do we want? We want to show all the angles are 90 degree. Now we are going to show this angle as 90 degree. Now this plus this, you already got it as 90 degree. Now in this triangle, sum of the measures of the triangle is equal to 180 degree. In triangle XQR, angle X plus A equal to 180 degree. What will you write over here? Write the reason, sum of the measures of the triangle. X plus A is 90 degree, already given to you. Therefore, angle X is equal to 180 minus 90, you will get 90 degree. So you have got this angle as 90 degree. Similarly, you can prove this angle also is 90 degree. We are not proving it over here, but you can do it. What will you consider? This plus this is equal to 180 degree. You will get y plus b is equal to 90 degree. Then you consider this triangle. You will get y is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now, you know that this is an angle bisector. This is an angle bisector. So, if this is x, this is x, this is y, this is y. Look at this entire angle. What type of angle is this? This is a linear plane. So, I can say that 2x plus 2y is equal to 180 degree. 2x plus 2y is equal to 180 degree. Reason? Linear plane. Similar, x plus y is equal to 90 degree. 2 take out common, get cancelled with 180. So, you get x plus y is equal to 90 degree. Now, what is your x plus y? This is your x plus y we are considering. That is angle XQY. So, that you will get it as 90 degree XQY. Similarly, you can get angle XRY. That is if you consider this linear plane. So, you will get this also is 90 degree. Therefore, this is this. You have proved that all 4 angles are 90 degree. Therefore, quadrilateral XQYR is a rectangle from, for the proper equation numbers 2 and 3. Okay, please go through it. Hope you understand it. Whatever difficulties you have so far, please mark and keep. When we meet again, we shall clarify it. Okay.